I'm Nabila Lavon. This is my Week 15 project for recipe React program using state variables. Here's my recipes, set recipes state. I'm using that here, and it's update recipe favorites. Here I have an ID number. I'm using set recipes to map data and change the recipe favorite. I take that and I pass it on to the sidebar, and I pass it on to recipe thumb, where I use update recipe favorite to toggle this recipe using this recipe favorite data value to toggle the icon. I have this add new recipe function to change the data state with a new recipe. This is the new recipe data. I use the set recipes there, and I put that on this toolbar, on the on-click method for this toolbar. Here I have a delete recipe using a filter on the ID, and I pass that to the sidebar here, and I pass that to recipe thumb, where it's using the on-click method for this button on the axis to delete the recipes. And I have a selected recipe ID, and on set selected recipe ID using a state of 0. I use that handle recipe click on the sidebar. That just sets the ID number. And I pass that to recipe thumb, where it uses the on selected recipe method on the on click method, and uses is selected to change the border property, and I use the selected recipe to find the recipe ID. And I pass that on to recipe view, where I display the recipe data. And I have this toggle delete method, set toggle delete use state method, and I have this handle delete toggle button click that toggles the delete value, and I pass that on to sidebar and on to recipe thumb, where I use it to toggle, uses value to toggle whether this button displays or not. And here I will show this my program. Here I will click my favorite button here, and you see that it toggled the favorite value to true. I can add a value here. Here I will show that I can select that property, and it shows a new meal. And my delete, I click that button, and I can delete this value by clicking that button. And here's my on selected method. I select this value and it displays a recipe, and that is my program.